better start sounding like human beings now, man.
We never sound like human beings.
No, it's not our strong point, is it?
No. You sound fuzzy from hell, Matt.
Is it fuzzy?
A bit. It might just be your mic.
Is it better?
It's better. It might just need you moving.
Oh yeah, I might just scratch my beard then.
Yeah.
It's quite long.
But yeah, because you don't have razors in hell.
No, you don't. The metal gets too hot because it's bloody hot in hell. I'm not sure if you know that.
Yeah, we could use a little bit of heat here.
Typically British, like moan about the weather wherever we are, even if it's in hell.
And it's expected in hell.
I know. It's kind of one of the main things about it. That's what you're told. I mean,
yeah, but I'd love it if when I got sent to hell, right, it was actually really cold, freezing temperatures.
Yeah. See, for me, the perfection is just like it's neither too hot nor too cold. Because I hate summers when it's like gets really hot.
Yeah.
That's my idea of hell.
I just hate the sun. So if I could have no sun and it wasn't too warm and wasn't too cold and wasn't raining like it is right now because it's chucking it down, I'd be happy.
To be honest, I'd be quite happy if the world ended because then I wouldn't have to worry about the weather.
That's true. That's also a very good point.
Yeah.
So we should really look forward to the world ending, which is probably going to be happening soon. Oh, I have good news this week, though.
Yeah?
See, Ed Sheeran's on tour, and all of the touts have collected tickets, all the tickets up, and sending them online for like 500 to £1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was one of the very few that actually managed to get bloody tickets.
Did you?
Yeah, Ed Sheeran. I mean,
how much?
£88 each.
It's not too bad.
That's not, seeing as though, like I said, touts are putting them online.
Yeah.
It's not fair how they managed to get hold of all those tickets when fans can't. The only reason I got it was because I was part of the fan club and I actually went onto the pre-sale and I was on it for like half an hour, just clicking refresh. And then I still actually didn't actually get the front seats. I got back, but I'm not even going to complain about my seats at this point because I got tickets.
Yeah, I mean, that's how much my Leonard Cohen tickets cost.
Really? For Leonard Cohen?
Yeah. Well, there was a little bit. It was about 99 quid, I think.
That's not too bad for Leonard Cohen.
That's not much different. The only part I had to go to Dublin to go see.
Yeah, but that's like a little holiday.
Yeah, it is. Dublin's not too bad.
Yeah.
And Irish people are really nice.
Yeah. I was actually thinking...
Much nicer than English people, actually.
They
actually talk to you.
Do they?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking if I didn't get Ed Sheeran tickets in London, I wouldn't mind a road trip. I wouldn't mind going for like Manchester or something for the weekend, just so I can go to the gig.
Yeah, it'd be better to see him in London, I think.
So Leonard Cohen, he died while you were away, Matt, because this is your first episode back.
Yeah.
And we're Skyping you from that Wi-Fi spot in hell. You even get Wi-Fi in hell.
I know. I mean, we get all the good stuff in hell, though.
You get Xboxes as well and Netflix.
Yeah, like in heaven you just get Bibles and all that stuff.
And Qurans and Torahs and all the other holy books, because we're not saying that, the Christianity is the right way.
Oh, no, I am. No, I went to church when I was younger. That's all I've got to believe.
To be honest, I don't give a shit if, like, this, bearded man upstairs is real or not. As long as you live well and you don't go around killing people, Matt, then I think you should be all right. I don't really think it matters what religion you are. Because they're all basically the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
Pretty much the same principle, so what does it matter? I mean, it matters to a certain someone, we know that, but what does it matter in the grand scheme of things? It doesn't.
It clearly matters to some people.
Yeah, certain people in power, Republicans.
Power?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking of the one person. Oh.
He's that, I'd say.
I think I'm getting really frustrated. I think I'm getting really, really frustrated. So maybe let's just do intro music, and then we can go back into it. We could stop talking about him, because I don't want to talk about him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, because I'm going to cry. So, yeah, intro music. I should have let you do intro music, because it's your first episode back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
No, I'm too shy now.
No, go ahead, do the intro music. You know you want to.
Intro music!
The fuck, man.
Welcome to the Dorks Deduction Podcast, where we talk about stuff.
Is that all right for you?
I'm recording you off a laptop, and your voice is coming out of it. You should have seen the sound levels there.
Well, well, you get the point.
Yeah, I got the point.
That's
I mean,
what wanted.
and then the intro music came afterwards, so I think everyone got the point.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was smooth.
Yeah. So other than the heat in hell, what is it like? I mean, because I know Annie gave us her perspective of it, but that was so long ago, I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a bit of a cough, didn't she, or something like that?
Yeah.
I remember right. Yeah. I quite like hell, because all my favourite people are here. Hitler's here. Oh, he's so proud. He's so proud of what's going on right at the moment.
What do you mean?
Oh, The Voice, whoever won The Voice, he was very happy about that.
Yeah, who did win The Voice? I don't know who won The Voice. I remember watching the first series of The Voice, like, during the chair bit, and then after that, I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he loves seeing Tom Jones on there.
Yeah, I love Tom Jones's stories about his life.
Yeah, all those affairs he had.
Yeah.
His dead wife must have loved that, yeah.
So that's the only thing Adolf Hitler likes.
That's nice cheery. Yeah, he was, because he wasn't so sure, because it moved to ITV recently, didn't it?
Oh, I haven't watched it since it moved to ITV.
Yeah, he's not too fond of ITV, Hitler.
Because
the adverts really gets on his nerves. By talking about Hitler, it's more me, actually. The adverts get on my nerves.
So you're channeling yourself through Hitler?
Yeah, I try not to do that too often, because that can really go to dangerous places, I should say. That's all he's really bothered about at the moment.
Is The Voice.
Yeah, he's more a kind of, put his feet up and relax kind of guy now.
Wait, so he doesn't care that... What's her name? Merkel?
Angela Merkel.
Merkel, yeah. He doesn't care that the German Chancellor has actually criticised Donald Trump for not allowing refugees in the country. The German Chancellor of Germany.
Yeah, I'm not too sure Hitler was big on refugees, so...
And now his country is criticising someone that's not big on refugees, basically. She basically said that Donald Trump's a cunt.
I'm not sure she said that.
Well, if you read between the lines, that's what everyone said.
No, I'm not sure that's what they were saying. I think they were saying it's not a very nice thing to do.
They were saying he's a cunt.
I was not sure that's what I read.
Okay. This is what I read in my newsletter that I print. Okay, yeah. That he's an orange toupee twat.
Toupee?
Oh, no.
Real hair. He got people to put hands through his hair to prove that his hair is real.
Well, then, he's supposed to be a rich man, right? Shouldn't he have a better hairdresser?
That's just the way he likes to do it.
Fucking hell.
Lots of hairspray, apparently.
Yeah. And I'd like to rescind my comment about him being an orange toupee twat. Because I'm going to call him a tangoed toupee twat because of the alliteration. It sounds better.
Yeah, when you're insulting someone, it's good to get the alliteration, I think.
Well, it's more catchy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, see, I'm interested in this newsletter you're writing. What kind of newsletter is it? It's not a bit extreme, is it?
Not as extreme as some people.
No.
It's funny because, people listening, they're going to think that we're going to talk about Muslim extremism, but we're not.
We're going to talk about every kind of extremism.
Every kind of extremism.
And there's loads.
Well, can we do the one that was abusive to us? That's my main irksome thing here.
You want to talk about extreme feminism?
That one person that was abusive to us.
Oh, the one person.
Because she completely hurt... No, she didn't really hurt my feelings. I just thought she was a twat. But I couldn't say that because I had to be diplomatic because I was the official social media person, which is really cunty of you guys.
Well,
because you know how I just don't like to talk to people.
Nor do I.
Except each other, apparently, and then we broadcast it.
Yeah. Quite odd like that, aren't we?
Yeah. So, anybody that actually listens to this podcast regularly, I know we have our light moments where we just take the piss out of stuff and people might get offended by it, but they know that we aren't actually horrible people and that I am actually a feminist because I go on those rants all the time, and you guys actually do hate actual perverts. So, we're actually decent human beings altogether. But someone made a snap judgment, and it's not even the fact that she made a snap judgment, it's about the episode that she made the snap judgment of us on, the Fatty Arbuckle episode.
Yeah.
Because from what I can recall, because it was ages ago that we did it, but from what I can recall, we actually stuck to the point pretty much most of that episode and we didn't take the piss.
Yeah.
But apparently that episode is evidence of us perpetuating rape culture. So, Matt, please tell me how we perpetuated rape culture.
Well, I don't remember perpetuating rape in that episode. I can't even remember truthfully what we said in that one.
I think we literally just went through that, because me and you both did research on that. So we actually held our own, I think, and that episode was quite long.
Yeah.
And we did as much as we could.
I think we made the point that the woman who actually put forward the rape accusation wasn't actually the woman herself who was said to have been raped.
No,
it was the blackmailer. It was, I forget her name now.
Yeah, she's the madame and the blackmailer.
Yeah.
So she was basically her pimp and blackmailer.
And she'd been known to do this before.
Yeah.
And so we merely suggested that it was possible that this woman hadn't been raped and it was just merely a concoction of this woman's mind.
Yeah, and also...
It's Madame's mind, I should say, not the woman who was said to have been raped.
Yeah, because we went through it and we discovered that most of the evidence points towards the fact that she wasn't raped, and that's what we decided on. And we did not sugarcoat Arbuckle. I mean, he did have his bad moments, but somehow...
Yeah, he was abusive and alcoholic.
But we mentioned that before. We mentioned that in the episode, but somehow, because we didn't, make a snap judgment about him and decide that he's the bad one because a woman has died. Sometimes women die, sometimes it's not a man's fault. That's not feminism. That is extreme feminism, which is a bad thing, which gives feminists a bad name. Yeah,
also, I mean, he may well have possibly done something to her.
Possibly, but our evidence didn't say that.
There's very little evidence to suggest that he did. It's not saying he didn't do it absolutely. That's just saying that there's not enough evidence to suggest that he did do anything. And the person who was criticising her said he was almost certainly not innocent. And I'd like to know how they came to that conclusion.
Yeah, and I made the point saying, the only way we know for 100% certainty is if we're in that room with them as it's happening. And they said, well, how do you make a comment about it? And I was like, I've told you, we talk about the facts and we talk about what we think. We're not saying that this definitely happened, because we can't know that for 100%.
Also, we're not journalists, so we can't go out and do extensive research to find out about this case. We were literally going through as much as we could find on the internet. That's the way we do things,
Yeah.
We don't have the resources to kind of do mega journeys to find out about this.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if he was obviously a bad guy and he most definitely did rape her, wouldn't we have come across some sources of that? At least a few. If it was super obvious that he was a terrible person and he raped her.
The general thing, he was tried for manslaughter, not rape. There was never really much evidence of rape from what we can find.
Yeah. So fuck you, lady. Fuck you.
Very diplomatic.
Yeah, no. But my point was, I like feminism, but I don't like extreme feminism. Sometimes women aren't victims of men. That's all I'm saying. Feminism is supposed to be women have equal rights, equal opportunities to men. Just leave it at that. Don't give them special treatment for anything, because that's basically like affirmative action. I think affirmative action is offensive. It's like, why are you hiring someone just because they're Asian, gay, straight, whatever? Well, not straight.
True, but if you're at a disadvantage, something has to push you up to your least level.
I know, but I don't like, because I'm a person of colour and I'm a female, but I don't like the idea that I would get a job purely because of that reason rather than I was good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on level pegging, then I'd agree, but I think it's unreal. There's no ideal, I think, scenario there.
Basically, everything is equal. That's what we should all believe in. Not some people should get special treatment. That's what extreme feminism is. They think that women should get certain things because they have been at a disadvantage in the past.
Yeah. Also, this what I might say might be considered to be, some people be slightly controversial, but not every woman who claims to have been raped has actually been raped.
Exactly.
Have had false accusations. I know statistically it tends to be more women who claim to be raped have actually been raped, but not everyone that says they've been raped has been raped.
Yeah, and do you want to know what's funny?
That's an uncomfortable fact.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you want to know what's funny about that? Is that those women don't actually get punished because it's too expensive to try them for perjury or, putting a false police statement in and send them to jail. It's too expensive. But if a woman has lied and a person has been sent to jail for that or gone through hell because of that, then they should get punished. It's the same way if a guy has raped a woman, he should get punished. It's the same thing. And what you said is 100% right. Not every woman is honest about it. Some women say they've been raped just, I don't know, because they decided that it wasn't a good idea at the time, or they were trying to cover for something, or they want to hurt someone. I mean, there are multiple different reasons why they'd lie about it, but the sad truth is that they would lie about it. They have done.
Yeah. Also, I don't think, like, shut up, phone. Right, I'm going to say what I was going to say again. Also, a point I would say is that it can be very damaging, false accusations, as well. Okay, it's not as bad as being raped, but it can still be very damaging, because you've seen the, it's the Mads Mikkelsen film. He was in The Hunt or something like that.
No, I want to watch it, though.
It's a bit dark. It's the one where he gets accused of being a paedophile or something like that.
Is it wrong that I'm gasping even though I loved him as a cannibal?
Yeah, he doesn't actually. He's innocent, but no one really believes him, and it's about how he kind of gets castigated by the society.
Yeah,
and that can be like psychologically, that can be very damaging to people.
Yeah,
you know, you don't always trust people again after that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's as bad as being raped, but it can be very damaging for people.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why rape victims would be upset, and because a lot of the time, if you've been raped, and even if you do report to police, nothing can really happen because it's like your word against theirs.
Yeah.
Unless you go to the hospital straight afterwards and get a rape kit done, like the tests that they do and do the swabs. But even then, like, the other person could just say it was very violent sex.
Yeah. See, I think this is a problem. You might not want to include it, but the problem, like, with some of these, like, historical ones is it is literally whose word you believe over someone else's.
Yeah.
Because it's only circumstantial evidence that you have. There's no actual, like, physical evidence.
No, okay, well, the thing is with, like, Jimmy Savile, there were reports made at the time. They were just hushed up. So with him, you could probably say, yeah, no, he was a fucking wrong and he deserves to rot in hell. If you see him in hell, give him a kick in the balls from me.
I will do.
Yeah. So with, like, people like him, you could probably tell, yeah, he probably was a wrong-un. People like Donald Trump, yes, they only sort of became more publicised when the election was going on. But there were reports throughout the last few decades of him being a wrong-un and him being a pervert and him sexually harassing people and being an all-around cunt. With Bill Crosby, I think there were reports before, weren't there?
I think he'd been arrested before.
Yeah.
I think had he been gone to court before?
I don't know. I think he did a Donald Trump and, like, paid people off.
Mm.
That's the problem, though, because a lot of them can pay people off because they have money.
Yeah. It's like, in general, if like, the numbers kind of go up, if there's one or two people...
You might dismiss it.
Yeah, there's perhaps a little bit more doubt. But when it's, like, lots of people...
It's harder to stop, like, put your fingers in the ears and ignore it.
Yeah, well, it's hard to believe someone's innocent when it's that many people.
Yeah.
You've then got to believe that many people are willing to lie about something like that, which you just think, overall...
I find it horrible that they can't come out and get their justice when, like, they first come forward or, you know, close to the time, because there's a statute of limitations for that stuff. Like, Jimmy Savile's dead. He's never going to be punished. Bill Crosby, most of this stuff happened 80s, early 90s and 70s. So the statute of limitations is up on that. So he's not going to get punished. None of these people are actually going to get punished.
Yeah, that's the sad fact about it, I think. And I just sometimes think, yeah, you want to do something. But I think in some ways it's gone, like, we're going too far sometimes.
But you mean we're going too far?
You know, you've, like, had some of these cases where it's not been proven. It does feel like it has been a bit of a witch hunt at some point.
You mean like Cliff Richard?
Not necessarily Cliff Richard as such.
Because, like, I wasn't actually that surprised. And then it turns out he didn't actually do anything. So I was like, oh, now I feel a bit like shit.
Yeah,
but it was so easy for people to believe that Cliff Richard would.
That's more a fault of our own, though.
Yeah.
That's not his fault.
Yeah.
It's
his fault for being...
got arrested for that murder, and it turned out it wasn't him.
Who?
It's Christopher someone. He was a landlord, and one of his tenants got murdered. And it turned out to be someone else who murdered her. But
I don't know this.
He got arrested, and because he looked a bit weird, and because he was, I don't know whether he had some something. But yeah, because he looked a bit weird, everyone decided, like, his face was in the papers, people going, oh, he's the murderer.
Mm.
It was all because he just looked a bit weird, and there's loads of people saying, oh, isn't he a bit weird? Weird murderer.
Yeah, they should look in the mirror.
People are like that, though, sometimes. Even we're like that sometimes, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that is
you
true.
Look at someone and think, yeah, they're a murderer.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah, fuck you.
And so this past 10 minutes we've been discussing this, and we're the type of people that perpetuate rape culture. Really? Really? So I reiterate my point. Fuck you, Claire. Fuck you. I think her name was Claire.
That's quite personal.
I think her name was Claire. How many people in the world are called Claire? And you know what? I hope to fuck that she isn't listening to this again. Because she shouldn't if she thinks we perpetuate rape culture. I wouldn't engage.
Well, with the steam coming out of their ears, she won't be able to listen to it.
And I'm not saying that people shouldn't contact us, because I engage in conversation if it was like, oh, you guys forgot this, or oh, you guys said this, and then it's like, oh, okay, we'll take it on board. And sometimes we do actually talk about it in the episodes, saying we said this wrong or whatever. But I don't mind that. I mind people making judgments.
Yeah, I really don't believe we said anything that could merit.
No, neither do I.
But that's
and
what
out of all the episodes that people could get offended by,
yeah,
the Fatty Arbuckle episode shouldn't have been one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand the point. There's probably more to that case than meets the eye.
Oh yeah, I know. There's more to everything that we talk about than meets the eye, because like I said to that woman when I was trying to be reasonable with her, I was like, yeah, we talk about some facts, and then sometimes we go off on a tangent, we talk as much as we can and we discuss it, and then we have to wrap it up because these episodes don't last 5 hours.
Yeah.
It's not like we can do it, like court cases run weeks, sometimes months.
Yeah.
It's not like we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, we got limited time and limited resources. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like, especially me, if I'm in the episode, I'm like, shit, I need to edit this shit, so we're going to have to wrap it up soon, because I'm not going to edit anything longer than an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So, interns, if you want to apply, just email us at thedorkseduction@gmail.com. You must know how to edit. Is there any other extremism that we want to talk about? I mean, the alt-right extremism.
How some people call it. I'm not sure what they call themselves.
I call them wankers.
I don't really know much about this, so...
What, Donald Trump?
Really... No, the alt-right or whatever.
That is the alt-right, basically. Him and his followers.
Yeah.
They're basically against progression.
I really don't know much about it, to be honest, the actual, philosophy behind it.
Well, I was just using that term. What I meant was them. They're extremists in themselves.
Yeah, I think Steve Bannon's the main one behind it.
Okay, I did say that we have to do this anyway, but we need to retract some statements we made in one of our previous episodes when we were talking about Donald Trump and how he won the presidency, and how we said that, he can't actually do anything because he's a figurehead, but it takes the whole government to actually agree on things. Turns out America is actually no more than a dictatorship, and we didn't know it. The president can do whatever they want.
No, that's tricky, that is.
I mean, yeah, we can get the courts to stop them, but that takes years sometimes.
See, the difficult thing, but also America's a country of states as well. States can choose not to do that kind of thing. So
yeah, because I was reading, I think it was a attorney in Washington. They've actually... What did they do? I was reading it just this morning, actually. They've put a temporary hold on his executive order.
Yeah.
Because they think it's unlawful. So a bit like Sally Yates.
Yeah.
And they're both women as well, so big up to the women in Washington.
True.
Like, the men just can't get their fingers out their arse, apparently.
Well, to be honest, I heard, some people criticise the Democrats, but...
what are they going to do, when it's...
There's not an awful lot they can do. They don't have a majority... They haven't got a majority in the Congress or whatever it is. The only thing they can do is try and hold up some of the appointments, but even then, when the Republicans can change the rules,
there's
not much they can do.
Exactly. So why criticise them especially if they weren't the ones voted into power?
Yeah.
You didn't vote for a Democratic president. You voted... Well, actually, I feel bad saying that because I said last week, I think. It turns out, Trump didn't get most of the votes. He got less than half. So I feel bad for the Americans that were sane. But the truth is they voted him in. They're having buyer's remorse now, except for a select few.
Yeah, but no, the people who are criticising the Democrats are the people who voted Hillary, by and large. I think.
Well, that's bloody stupid, isn't it?
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they seem like they should be a bit smarter than that.
Yeah, well, anyway, we just got to wait and see how that goes.
Wait and see.
In America.
Yeah. What other...
To be fair, we didn't see Republicans winning Congress. I did not see that happening.
I didn't either. What's going on with the world?
Yeah, I don't know. It's becoming impossible to predict.
Yeah. I find it funny going on Twitter, though, because... I don't know, my Twitter feed has gone from, like, mainly just being, whenever I'm watching TV, I'm just like, ha, Sam and Dean said this, or whatever. And now it's so super political, I'm just retweeting everyone. Like, Sadiq Khan, Bernie Sanders, everyone.
Love Bernie.
Yeah, I love Bernie Sanders. Yeah, the comments that those people get is ridiculous. And then you wonder how people like that are still alive today.
No, I love Bernie. Right side of history almost every time.
I know, right? But how monumentally did they fuck up by just not letting Bernie Sanders have it? People said he's old. He's actually not that much older than the other two.
Yeah, that's what... Because I remember we did this episode last year.
Yeah.
And Chris said, but Bernie's like 72. But I was like...
Yeah, but the other two are 69.
Trump was 69 back then.
Yeah.
It's now 70. Hillary Clinton, she was 68 back then. She's 69 now. So, it's not as if they're all, like, young wallflowers.
People are living into their hundreds anyway. He just needs to be alive for another 8 years.
Yeah, well, there'll be election in 4 years.
Well, I know, but if Bernie Sanders had got in, we'd hope that he'd stay the 8, wouldn't we?
Yeah, true.
Because 4 years, I don't think that's a lot of time unless someone's completely fucked up and you need them out.
Well, also the thing about... is that it's this famous, like they say in America, you get literally 18 months, 2 years to run the country, because then you're on the election trail again, particularly if you're going for like the 8 years.
Yeah.
So you literally get 2 years to run the country, and then you're campaigning again.
Yeah, but the thing, this is what I thought before I realised that American presidents can basically run dictatorship. I just always thought it'd take so long to actually change policies. So yes, you have
executive order things.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous.
But but the thing is, it's what Obama did, it's what Bush did, it's what Clinton did. You can't criticise Trump for using the same apparatus that other presidents used.
Yeah, but it's not the apparatus that. Yeah, it's not the apparatus.
Criticise itself.
Yeah, it's not that thing in particular, because I get sometimes it's a necessary means, right? But you wouldn't go directly for that, and if you and I were in that position, again, discount me because I'm brown. If you were in that position, would you have used it for that? What,
to ban
Muslim countries? Well, mainly Muslim countries.
Well, I wouldn't, because I hope that I'm a nice person.
That explains it all. Even you think you're a nice person compared to Trump.
Oh, thanks.
To be fair, I think a lot of people are... I used to hate people a lot, but then I realised, you could be Donald Trump.
Yeah.
What a wally.
The thing is, you've just got to hope for the best, because that's the only thing you can do at the moment. There's no point hoping he fucks everything up, because then the possibility the whole world's fucked up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what I was getting to. The comments that I see from his supporters, how America needs to come first, and how he's doing this to make America great again. But that's not going to work, because he's actually ruining relationships around the world with other people. And not only that, it's just like, America, you might be on top now, but you never know what's going to happen down the line. You need allies. You don't know. Yeah. Canada might get sick of you and decide to invade you. Me personally, I'd say let Canada have them at this point. Canada can only do good. Because I like the Canadian president.
Yeah, obviously he's better than Trump, but I think I'm not too keen on him personally. What I'd give him credit, he's good on...
public speaking.
Yeah, and I applaud his stance on, like, LGBT issues. The thing about the left is there's, like, the socialist left and there's the liberal left. The liberal left's all for kind of... It's not very good for workers and stuff like that. It's kind of very economic liberalism and stuff like that, which isn't great. So I don't like that side of things. I much prefer Bernie Sanders.
Because I don't know what I am. Am I a social left or liberal left? I think I'm somewhere in between, aren't I?
The thing on social issues, though, socialists and liberals are more or less the same. It's more kind of the economic side of things where you kind of diverge.
Okay, I don't really know the difference, to be honest. All I know is that I'm to the left.
Yeah, I mean, liberals tend to be more for, like, free trade, which sounds great, but it's not always great.
Well, everything has its downsides, though.
What?
Everything has its downsides.
Yeah, but free trade doesn't tend to be great for kind of workers. It tends to be great for, like, big corporations and maybe okay.
Okay, I'm a socialist twat. Okay, that person was right who called me a socialist cunt. I am one.
Yeah.
Turns out I'm not a lib.
No. See, I'm a kind of, I see myself as like Bernie Sanders kind of socialist.
But I like,
I'd rather... Jeremy Corbyn.
Yeah. I was actually thinking of maybe, because I was getting really, really angry. Just genuinely infuriated. And then I'm just like, what am I doing with that anger? Just retweeting something. Maybe I should do something other than like going onto the protests and stuff. And it's like, what's that going to do? No one ever listens. No one in power actually listens. So I was thinking maybe I will join Parliament. But then, do you want to know what struck me?
What?
Me. My history, my social media, the podcast, any piece of writing I've ever done. I'd be a PR nightmare.
Hey, everyone thought Trump would be a PR nightmare.
Yeah, but I'm a woman that's brown.
Oh, true, but...
So I don't get the same respect as an old, rich, white man.
Orange man.
Orange man, sorry. Tangoed man.
People can get into power. I think brown people can.
That's true. That is true.
Hey, there's loads of, like, there's a brown person in charge of India, so... I don't know. Why can't you be in charge of this country?
Could you imagine? I used to joke about joining UKIP just to become the leader. And then I'll just dismantle it from the inside. Because they had to let that one black man in, didn't they?
Yeah, I was like, why would you want to be, like, as a black man, why would you want to be part of the British National Party?
That's BNP. Okay, I was thinking of UKIP.
Yeah, but it's like,
but they're basically the same at this point.
The BNP's like famously anti-Semitic, but there was one Jewish guy who wanted to be part of it. And you think, what's wrong with you?
I don't understand that.
Why would you join a party that is against you, doesn't like you? I mean, I just don't get why you do that.
It's weird. I think we should start our own party.
Yeah. I'm actually a member of the Labour Party.
Yeah, I want to join. How do I join? Because I tried, but then it was like closed.
Yeah, well, because if they know you're supporting Jeremy Corbyn,
How would they know that? Oh, yeah, they have...
The whole point when it was that leadership election, they weren't keen on... They were trying to stop people from joining. Well, at least stop people from voting as well.
I say, let Corbyn have it. Yeah. I don't... Oh, Theresa fucking May. That fucking state visit that has gotten up everyone's...
I know. The thing is, she created such a rod for her own back by saying that she'll be honest with Trump. So she'll tell him, if he says or does something that she doesn't agree with. You've literally just created a whole reason for everyone to be on your back.
Yeah.
She just said nothing.
Yeah, she should have just said nothing. But she was trying to get respect from us, but she doesn't respect herself, and neither does Trump. Well, I mean, Trump doesn't respect her. So even if she had said anything, he wouldn't take it on board, but I would have at least maybe had some respect for her, for actually standing up to the fucker.
Yeah, she didn't help herself there, to be honest.
Yeah, and then what she does, she goes over there, open arms. And apparently she knew about this ban thing before it happened.
Yeah.
She had pre-warning. Like, what a sod. What a terrible human being. That's another reason I had second thoughts about becoming a member of Parliament. It's because they can't have all have been assholes, right? Some of them must have got in there to do some good, but somehow the majority of them turned into assholes. So I'm going to go that way. I'm going to become a soulless twat. I've done a lot of swearing in this episode.
You weren't already?
Well, I thought I was, but then if you think about it, I'm actually not.
I thought we were all soulless, to be honest.
Yeah, but come on. You've seen what's going on around us. We're actually probably decent human beings.
Yeah.
We're not rioting, getting machetes out.
Machete?
I don't know.
Machetes?
Machetes.
Oh, right.
No, because I was just remembering how I think a supporter of Trump said if Trump didn't win, that he'd go out with his machete. And then when Trump won, and then the Clinton people were doing, the peaceful protests, right? He was saying, why can't they all just get off everyone's case? I mean, the best person won. Just support him.
Yeah.
I love it. Trump supporters is just, he's the president, we all have to support him. If it had gone the other way around, and it was Clinton, or think about a couple of years ago, a year ago, when it was Obama, were they supporting him just because he was their president? No. And I did say about the person, that old president that said presidents have to be there to be criticised and not everyone can support them or they're not doing their job properly, basically. Did I not say it before? There was an old president, one of those, really famous ones that are respected. He basically said, if a president isn't being criticised, he's not doing his job right. If he's not rubbing people up the wrong way.
Was that Jimmy Carter or something?
No, that was an actual former president. One of those really, really old ones.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter.
I thought you said Jimmy Carr, and I'm just like, no, he's on 8 out of 10 cats. Yeah, no, maybe. I can't remember. I saw it ages ago.
It probably was Jimmy Carter, to be honest.
So, listeners, we lied about this being an episode on extremism. We just used that as a segue. This is actually... should we call this the amendments?
Or you could call it State of the Union.
But we talked about the episode and that woman that criticised us as well.
Yeah.
So I think we should call it the Dorks Deduction Amendments.
Yeah.
Because you know how the Americans all like their amendments?
Yeah.
They said that the gun thing is part of their constitution and they can't take it away even though the gun thing was an amendment.
Yeah.
That was one of the first amendments. So that was actually put in so it can be taken out. You wallies.
Yeah, that's why I don't know much about constitutional law, so...
I don't know a lot about it, but I feel like I shouldn't know as much as I do. Why should I know that much about American... does that mean there's a problem with them, that I need to know about their stuff?
Yeah, I mean, they do love their constitution, don't they?
The fucking constitution.
I mean, it set up some good things, but... God,
the constitution also says...
200 years ago, times changed.
Yeah, part of the constitution is like religious and social and cultural acceptance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's a great episode of The West Wing where they're talking about... It's all to do with, how you... the census when you count all the people.
Yeah.
In the Constitution, it's defined as being counting all free persons. So it meant slaves weren't counted.
Oh, God.
And a lot of the reasons were... Because there's something called sampling. I'm not sure that much about it. But they say it's a more effective way of counting people. But all these, conservatives were up in arms because they thought it was unconstitutional.
Right.
And, they're saying the Constitution was merely about counting white people.
Oh, cunts.
So you say, Constitution's a bit archaic at times.
It is.
Because it was created 300 years ago.
So are all these religious books as well.
Yeah, that's another one that gets me, all this stuff about hating gay people, all because of the line in the Bible, where it also says that you shouldn't, fuck goats or something like that. I mean, which you probably shouldn't, I'm told.
Yeah.
But there's, all other stuff, that you're meant to consider your wife as being like your goat. That if someone eyes her up, you should kill her or something like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You shouldn't eat a certain type of meat or you shouldn't eat fish.
You know what? Sometimes I wonder about how religion is still around. Because I like to think we've moved... Well, obviously we haven't actually progressed as a society. We just keep regressing now at this point.
No,
I used to think we had.
There's a philosophy to religion as well.
I understand having faith in a higher being. But... I'm not a fan of the outlines of all these religions, which is probably why I'm not religious.
See, the thing is, religion's not just about, the Bible. There's a philosophy to it as well. So I can understand how you can look and say, yeah, that makes sense. But you read some of the holy books at times and you think, people take some of that very seriously.
Yeah.
I can understand why religion has survived, and I respect religion to a degree, a lot more than I used to. But... taking everything the Bible says so seriously.
Or not just the Bible, let's just say it as it is, every other holy book.
Yeah.
Any holy book.
Every other holy book. But it's people cherry pick just because it's convenient for them. Well, all those people who say, for example, the Christians who read the Bible and they say homosexuality is wrong because of a tiny bit in the Bible that says it. They're just cherry picking because it's convenient for them. Because the Bible says a whole load of other things are wrong.
Yeah, the Bible and every other holy book is just a massive guilt trip.
Yeah. I'm not saying we shouldn't feel guilty. I mean, humans can be pretty shitty at times.
Oh yeah, we know that.
But we shouldn't we shouldn't thrash ourselves. Those old Christians that used to thrash themselves. It's punishment. I think it's going a bit too far sometimes.
I think you should thrash yourself though, Matt. Did they make you do that in hell?
That for me.
Pardon?
I can get someone else to do that for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hitler.
Oh, great idea.
He loves thrashing people.
Yeah.
And you have brown hair.
How's that relevant?
You're not Aryan.
Ah, fuck.
Shit, could you imagine if I was down there? What?
You've ruined it for me.
Sorry.
I'm not the perfect Aryan specimen.
Well, you see how my hair gets lighter in summertime? Because of all that heat in hell. Couldn't you turn blonde?
Well, I could go blonde.
Maybe.
I was about to say you'd go blonde.
But I'd still be brown, wouldn't I?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You still don't quite match the...
But then my nose is fairly straight. What other things did you not like? Shit, I've got brown eyes. I mean, I don't think I could change my eye colour.
Jews? I think you may have not liked Jews.
Yeah, but I don't think that...
I'd heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
I'm not Jewish, so, yeah.
You wanted to marry a Jew, didn't you? So.
Well, there was a period of time in my life where every guy that I seemed to come across and fancy was Jewish, okay?
Yeah.
All right?
That's similar with me, because like Leonard Cohen, he's Jewish.
Is he? Oh, well, Cohen, yeah.
Or he was.
He was. R.I.P. Leonard Cohen. Why do the great ones fall and certain people stick around? How old was Leonard Cohen? He was like 80.
82.
He was only 82.
Yeah, he released an album 3 weeks before he died.
Jesus Christ. It's like David Bowie, they come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. They both like released these like 2 really great albums just before they died.
Maybe they sort of felt it coming, because I know David Bowie was sick for a while, wasn't he?
They both had cancer towards the end, so they both kind of knew they were going.
So they had to do the one great one and...
Yeah.
So when we know the end is coming for us, we need a really good episode. We need to actually do a good episode.
Oh, yeah.
Not a really good episode, let's just do a good episode.
Yeah, because if I'm dying...
You're already dead, actually.
What I want to do is an episode of a podcast.
No, you're already dead, so...
Yeah, true.
We've killed Annie as well. Annie's dead. Like, it's only a matter of time before Chris is dead. I'd be the last one living.
Well, that would be.
Yeah. Then this podcast would just be evidence that I'm a murderer.
Yeah.
Because all of my colleagues have died.
I like that. Not friends, colleagues.
What constitutes as a friend at this point in your life? Because we're in our mid-20s now. I mean, we know people. We know a lot of people. How many of them are actually friends?
Yeah.
Because I had someone texting you all last night, and I was like, "Not my friend. You're someone that I know." I mean,
is that Lana?
No, no. I tell her openly to her face. I was thinking, you like Instagram? Why don't you set up the Dorks Deduction Instagram? I mean, I don't know what you'd put on there, but
this be
blank pictures.
Yeah.
Because you can't see us.
Yeah. True.
Or pictures of ears.
Yeah. To be honest, I haven't been on Instagram that much either recently.
I don't really go on it that much either. I mean, you can send messages on Instagram now, which is quite annoying.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Because you get messages. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
Like we both said it at the same time, because people message me. We're terrible people and friends.
Really.
Yeah, we're terrible friends.
To be honest, they're antisocial. They should just come and talk to us.
Exactly.
Even if they live across the other side of the world, they should come over here and talk to me.
Exactly. Or have a proper conversation, like phone me and say, yeah, what's up? And then we could talk properly.
Yeah.
You don't message me. That's what I was saying before. I was like, oh, and people said that I was antisocial for not being on social media. I was like, but social media means you stay at home and like log on the internet and talk to people and like their pictures. That isn't socialising.
Yeah, to be honest, I hate social media.
Me too.
Instagram's the only one I can just out there.
Actually, I quite like Twitter, but I like it because, you know what? It's like I'm throwing comments out into the air and I don't actually need to converse with anyone. And also seeing other people's tweets, like because it helps you keep up with news and stuff.
I hate that. Twitter used to be this about finding out who died. Someone would be trending and you think, oh God, they died.
What? Oh, okay. Well, I don't actually go onto Twitter on my computer. I'm only on it on my phone, like if I'm on like a train or something.
Yeah.
So I don't see who's trending.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally just scrolling through my my Twitter feed. So yeah, I still find out if someone died, but I'd have to look through loads of tweets first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if I want to find out if someone's died, I just look up BBC News.
Every day.
Yeah, I look at it every day just to find out what's going on in the world.
No, because okay, I like Twitter, but I don't go on it all the time. I go on it sometimes. So again, when people have died or something's happened, sometimes I don't find out about it for a while. Like the Women's March, I would have loved to have gone, but I found out when it was over.
Well, after it all been printed.
Yeah.
It's still going on, some of that stuff. Some of the marches still going on.
Yeah, I know, but I work and stuff, so.
Yeah, but they get out at night.
Yeah, but can you not see the weather outside? I already have to go out tonight. I'm putting it off.
I can't see what the weather's like in London.
Well, it's bad.
Oh.
It's windy and it's rainy, and the listeners can probably hear it, even though I've got double glazing.
Yeah, I don't know why I'd never go on a march just because I'd want to sit down after a while.
Yeah, I went to Gay Pride once. I mean, it was fun, but it was very tiring. Very tiring. And I wasn't even in the march. I was just at the Pride Festival.
Yeah.
I mean, I walked, but I wasn't marching.
Yeah, because I had the opportunity to march about the tuition fees. People talking about going on a march for that back when we were at Kingston.
Yeah, but do you want to know why I didn't go?
Why?
Because I had work to do.
Oh, that's good. See, I just went because I couldn't be bothered to do all that walking.
Yeah. No, well, because I was told about it was happening, how people weren't going to go to lectures and stuff. And then I put my hand up and say, but I actually have work to hand in. And I need to do the work. And then it's like, so you're going to cross the picket? And I'm just like, I need to do the work. The one time in my life that I've actually wanted to finish my work.
Yeah.
And I got a look, and then I was like, oh, screw it, I'll go in the back entrance. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so your Wi-Fi spot in hell, I think it's about to expire. Because unless there's something else you wanted to talk about.
No, I've got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah. So this has been the Dorks Deduction Amendments.
Ooh.
I think we should stick with that title, the amendments.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah. So this has been our amendments, and you never know, we might have a few. To be fair, I think we're going to be talking about the certain Republican for a while.
Yeah.
Remember when this podcast, I miss the days when this podcast was so light-hearted and we were just joking around. We'd talk about the Jameson family or CCTV, and over the past year, how political have we gotten?
Got a little bit.
Yeah.
But, it's impossible not to in a way.
Yeah. I just want to make some dick jokes next week.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
Who knows if Matt's going to be Skyping in from hell, or if I'm going to be doing this shit with Chris, or... Yeah.
We'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, we have to wait and find out if we're even back next week. Because who knows if, when I get to editing this, the quality's actually going to be any good. Because I'm Mikeless and so is Matt. So this might be another one of that Dorks one-shot, the lost episode thing.
There's a lost episode somewhere.
Yeah, the Dorks one-shot, remember? There was one that I didn't even bother editing.
Crap one that we did. Yeah,
well, to be fair, I only listened to 5 minutes of it, so there might have been something in there, but I'm just like, guys, I just don't want to bother with it, so can I throw it away?
I know, I just all remember that we were all, really tired.
Yeah, we were exhausted. That's the lost episode that no one will ever hear, because I don't actually know. It must be in my hard drive somewhere, but I don't know where. So no one will ever hear it. Or maybe that could be our grand finale episode, just before we die. That'll be our one good episode.
Our most glorious moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
For everyone to remember us.
It'll be like Loch Ness. That was sitting around for 6 months before we actually put it up.
Yeah.
God, we've been doing this for a while.
Jesus, yeah.
In a couple of months, in 3 months, 3.5, well, almost 4 months, we would be 2 years old.
2 years old.
Yeah, we're going to have our 100th episode this summer. If, we actually upload episodes.
Haven't we grown?
Haven't we grown? Well, yeah, we used to do this shit every week. Now, whenever we feel like it.
We're out of diapers now, though.
Yeah, it's like, fuck it. Okay, I think we should bid adieu.
Yeah, well, that's what you've got to do.
Yeah, because
I can't.
Bid adieu.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye.